Welcome to MTG Anarchy, where we take a look into the world of Magic the Gathering and throw a little bit of mischief and chaos into the mix. My name is Michael, it's great to see you here. So today we're not going to be having a news video. I do apologize about that, I just was not prepared for one, so again I do apologize. However, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a new series that I thought of in certain situations that I wasn't prepared for, called Card to Look For. Now this series is going to be focusing on a specific card that I feel is a really good card that people may not be playing or picking up at this time. But before we jump into the video, if this is your first time on the channel, I would appreciate it if you not only subscribed, but hit the bell notification so you can keep up to date with any new videos that do come out on this channel. With all that said, let's jump into Card to Look For. Now, the card we're taking a look into today is Folio of Fancies. Folio of Fancies is a 2-cost, 1 colorless, 1 blue artifact that does the following. Players have no maximum hand size. If you pay X, X, and then tap, each player draws X cards. And for 2 colorless and a blue, and you tap, each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. Now, this card is a really good card, especially if you want people to mill. Mill effects are really good, and honestly, this is one of my favorite cards from the Throne of Eldraine series. But there are a bunch of ways you can use this card in its full effect. Now, the first combination that I like with Folio of Fancies is the Isochron Scepter and Dramatic Reversal sort of combination. Isochron Scepter costs 2 to cast, it's an artifact, has imprint. When Isochron Scepter comes into play, you may remove an instant card with converted mana cost 2 or less in your hand from the game. The removed card is imprinted on this artifact, and for 2 and you tap, you may copy the imprinted instant card and play the copy without paying its mana cost. And Dramatic Reversal, which is a colorless and a blue, it's an instant, and you can untap all non-land permanents you control. With Isochron Scepter imprinting on Dramatic Reversal, basically you can go ahead and for 3, tap it. Each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. Then you go ahead and pay 2, and then you tap, and you may copy the imprint of Dramatic Reversal, cast it, and you can do this combination over and over as long as you have a good amount of mana going for you. You need a bunch of artifacts for this to really go off, and you need to have the specific cards in hand. But this is one way to really utilize the Folio of Fancies effect. The second way to utilize is Unwinding Clock. Unwinding Clock, for 4, it's an artifact. You untap all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step, and you use this effect with Folio of Fancies. And every single turn, you can go ahead and use the Folio of Fancies effect as long as you have many different artifacts out on the field that are mana rocks. I believe my favorite out of all these combinations, though, are the Leyline of the Void and Folio of Fancies combination. Basically, Leyline of the Void, if you pay 2 and cost 2 black, this enchantment, if Leyline of the Void is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield, and if a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Combined with Folio of Fancies, and you can have people draw as many cards, as well as you pay 2 colorless and blue and tap it, you're just going to have your opponent's mill straight into exile. So they won't be able to use any sort of effects that you'd be getting from the graveyard, unless it's like Squee, which that just comes back from exile. But the card to look at for today was Folio of Fancies. What do you guys think about the card that was chosen? Let me know in the comments down below. And that is Card to Look For, so hopefully you like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for any future updates that do come out onto this channel. This is Michael from MTG Anarchy, and I hope that we've chosen a card that you may want to look for. Thanks again.